So let's see what is our first rule. First rule is by and with. When do we use the word by and when do we use the word with? We use the word by to explain what is being done. What is being done by. So if I say it is being done by this means that someone has already completed it and someone is using this to make this complete. For example, I have come here by bus. What does this mean? This means that bus has helped me to come here. So, I have come here by bus is whenever we are expressing a work that is being done because of that bus. So, what does the word with mean? With means whenever we both work together. By means when someone helps you to achieve or to do something. And with means whenever you both work together and finally you achieve something. The bird is hunted by the shooter. Who is hunting it? The shooter is hunting it. But what is the shooter using to hunt it? The gun, right? So we are using with to express what they are both working together about. So the bird is hunted by the shooter with his gun. Okay? Now that we are done with the first rule, let's move on to the next rule. This is between and among. So once again, we generally confuse this rule a lot because both between and among shows relationships. Okay? So both of these words are used to show relationships. However, between and among, they have different uses. Both have different uses. So let's look at the different uses. We will use between whenever it's between two people. So let's say I have this bottle with me, which is pink color, and I have this pen with me. If I tell you to choose, I will say, which one do you want? This pink bottle or this black pen? So you have to choose between the pink bottle and the black pen. So when do we use the word between? Whenever we express two people. For example, divide the fruits between the two brothers. So why did we use between here? Because we are explaining them with two brothers. That in between two brothers, you have to divide the fruits. You cannot give the fruits to a lot of different people. You have to give them between two people only. Similarly, when do we use among? We use among to explain whenever there is more than two people. What does this mean? For example, distribute the tiffin among the students. We do not know how many students there are, and we are presuming or we are assuming that there are definitely more than two students. Like right now, I don't know how many people are going to be watching this video, but I'm assuming there will be at least more than two people watching this video. So if I say I am explaining this lesson between you guys, I will be wrong. Why? Because once again, there are not just two people. I should be saying rather that I am explaining this lesson or I am spreading this information among you all. Why? Because I am assuming that there are more than two people in front of me. Therefore, I will be using the word among. So, another very easy way to remember this is, have you played the game Among Us? If you've played the game Among Us, you will see that game cannot be played with two people only. You need a minimum of, I guess, 4 or 5 people to play. So why? Because among a lot of different players, one of them has to be, either one or two, has to be the imposter and you need to guess. However, if there are only two people, of course, if one person is not the imposter, the other one will be. For this reason, we cannot play the game Among Us anymore. So the word among is explained to more than two people, and word between is for just two people only. So now that we have put our examples and got to know the second rule, let's move on to the third rule, which is about time. So when do we use these things in time? Okay? In is followed by the, but at is not followed by the. So whenever we want to explain time, if I say, I want to come dash 7 o'clock, what am I going to say? Should I say I'm going to come in 7 o'clock or at 7 o'clock? The thing is, if I want to say at 7 o'clock, this is going to be correct. But if I want to say in 7 o'clock, I need to change the word 7 o'clock here because 7 o'clock is very specific. Whenever I use the word at, it means that I am explaining something very specific. By specific, I mean whenever there's a specific time or a specific place or a specific task that I'm doing. I am not explaining it in a vague line. So let me use even more examples. Right now, you are watching this video which is on prepositions. If I say focus or give all of your attention to my class, it's going to be alright. But if I say focus at this lesson, this means that I am telling you just to look at this lesson and just to put all your focus here. Okay? So similarly, when do we use in? If I say in the morning, then in the night, in the midnight, these are also correct. Why? Because in must be followed by the. If I say in morning, that will be wrong as well. Okay? Morning is a very vague term. It's not a specific term. Yes, morning means the time between, let's say, 6 a.m. till 12 p.m. in the noon, right? So in between these hours, there are so many specific timelines that we could have expressed, but we did not. We just said morning. If I say wake up in the morning, I do not mention any particular time, do I? Because it's not any particular time, for that reason we will use in. And only in is not sufficient. I also have to use in the morning, okay? So I hope that this confusion is now alright, because we are most of the time, most of us stay confused with the words in and at whenever we want to describe time. So now that we have learned the third rule, let's look at the fourth, which is in and into. We think that both the words mean same, but the thing is they're not. Why? Because in means something that is already inside or it's slowly moving inside. Let me give you examples. Let's say let's say this is my hand, and let's say I am punching this board. If I'm punching this board slowly, I'll say I am punching in the board, okay? But if I am punching this very fast, no, I'm not going to do. But yeah, if I punch this really fast, I'll say I'm punching into this board. So I hope you've understood this difference, that this difference is mainly focused on speed, okay? If I say that there is something that is moving inside, that is already inside, or it is moving slowly inside, then I'll use in. Like right now, this pen is in my hand. This pen is in my hand. And if I'm slowly moving the pen in my hand, it's also in. But moving into means it's moving very fast. Let's look at these examples. The cats are in the room. This means that the cats were in the room from a long period of time beforehand. Okay? But if I say they ran into the bed as soon as they saw me, whenever the moment that they saw me on the bed, they ran into the bed. Why? Because we know cats, whenever they see their owners or their masters or their lovers, right? I don't like to use the word master when I refer to pets, because pets are your friends. In a way, you are slaves to your pets, right? Or whatever. Whenever I want to describe a situation, that the cats are running towards me, I can say they're running into the bed because they are running very fast, they're moving very fast. And on the other hand, if I say that they are already there, I'll say that they are in the bed because they have been already there since a long time. And let's look at the next rule, next example. My pet goldfish gets scared seeing my cats. It swims in its hole. So, what does my pet goldfish do? My pet goldfish, we know fish are generally slower than cats. So, fish move or fish swim slower, much slower than the fast speed of cats. So, we can say that the fish are slowly swimming in its hole, not into its hole, because they are not moving as fast as cats. Okay? Alright, so now that we've understood this rule, next move on to the